What I'm doing right now, Maddie, I remember I saw this video that went viral a long time ago. You know what? Let me just start the episode first. Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 12 of
Mm-hmm.
I Hate You. Just kidding. It's I Hate Your Opinion. And right now, I'm putting on my happy face. Do you like my happy face? And the reason I'm doing that is because I saw this video, not even recently, it just crossed my head. But it was like this elementary school teacher, and then
Cross my head.
crossed my mind. It was this elementary school teacher, and then he was like clearly so tired and like wiped out. But then before he stepped into the classroom, he took a moment and collected himself, and he just put on this big old smile on his face, and he just like walked in all jolly. And
Mm-hmm.
maybe that's the professionalism that's needed to be a podcaster. What do you think? What do you think?
Maybe. But I feel like this is just like an hour of us talking. So how much of a podcast is it really?
It's it's like an hour of us talking is a podcast. That's what many podcasts are. Just an hour of people talking about various things. No,
Yeah, that's fair. True.
it is true. Is there anything you wanted to talk about today, Maddie?
No, but you had something you brought up
Okay,
right
well,
before.
I just started watching Singles Inferno. I'm on episode 2, and I'm I've fallen for one of the contestants, and that contestant is Sungir. He is a very, very charming man. And I've never felt this way for a man before, ever. And I just got to wondering if I was on a show like Singles Inferno, like what would my tactic be? Or how would I act? How would I pull? But I wanted to ask you first, Betty. Have you seen any of Singles Inferno?
I saw the first season.
You need to look up Sungir on this episode.
I think my parents have watched every season. I think my mom's watching the fifth season right now, or the current one. Um, because I feel like the best part for me about a dating show is like I don't have to go to work. It's like free food. I get to go on a beach. Like it's just vacation with interesting like, and then they always cast like interesting people. So I feel like I would just enjoy not being at my mundane life and then enjoying the interesting personalities. Like I'd be like watching the reality show while it's happening. That's what I would do. You know, like there's like that one clip where it's like, "Are you just here for the zip line?" That'd be me. I'd just be eating all the free food. And like taking a nap and like walking on the beach or like swimming in the pool. This sounds like vacation. What would you
But
do?
it's not just you doing that. Like you're supposed to be doing that with a guy. And then the producer's gonna be
Oh,
telling you, "Oh yeah, you and him go like do this scene where you're swimming in the
that's
pool
fine.
together."
It's just like it would just be like a side character. Like I like talking to new people.
Yeah.
Like I just like talking to new people, but and I would just enjoy like the atmosphere. The Singles Inferno's on a beach. I know other ones there's like big fluffy like hotel beds. Oh, do you ever jump on the hotel bed when you're there? I would totally do that. I would just enjoy like it like as a vacation with like fun, interesting people. That's what I would do. Okay,
Mm, I
I
see.
asked you now.
What I would do, I think I would boil it down to a science. And I think what you do is on a show like this is you pursue the second most attractive person, the one that you have number 2 on your ranking. And the reason why is because you're kind of warming up, right? It's like, okay, if things don't work out with number two, then that's fine. You just warmed up for the real prize, which is your number one, right?
Okay, so you're just using them as like a tester,
It's to like warm
like a
yourself
trial
up.
run.
A trial run, sure, sure. And the reason why this works is because it's too much. Like at the beginning of a dating show, like nobody actually wants to get hitched right away, right? Like you want to explore and meet everyone and talk to everyone and like
Yeah.
see what people have to offer. So if you just, oh, that's my number one for sure, and you're all over her from day one, she's gonna get the ick. The ickity ick.
Okay.
So that's my theory. I think you go for.
But what would you like would you go on the dating show just to like have your like 5 seconds of fame? Or is it like are you there to genuinely like meet a person that you want to be with? Cuz it kind of sounds like you're just trying to win. Like you've designated a prize in your mind and you're trying to win. Like is this even for love or is it just for winning for you?
I feel like it's a social experiment kind of that you put yourself into, like just to see how things go, right? I think that's kind of like people probably just enter just for the experience. I don't think these people are actually trying to find.
Would you want to be like the most coveted person? The most
Mm,
popular guy on the island?
I would want to be the sleeper, like the one that has surprising moments on the show,
Okay,
and
like what?
and
Give
they
an
can't
example of
help but
like
to edit me and like, um, what would I want to be known
what
for?
yeah, what would you want to like what would you want that moment that people are like, "Oh, he's not bad," like that.
Mm, I would want.
Like what do you want to be seen as? Like a compassionate person? Like a very ambitious person? You know when they do those games? Like someone who like never stops like trying, they're very diligent or someone who's very like um you know I know in the first season like they cook, right? Someone who's like very generous. What do you want to be known as?
Mm,
The easygoing one? Do you have to hook on like you have to grasp onto like a stereotype or something?
well, I don't know. I think the guy that makes like the biggest impact on Singles Inferno is like probably Dex. You know Dex?
I didn't watch the second season, but
Yeah,
I know of him.
yeah. But like he just had aura, Like from the moment he stepped into the show, he had some kind of
What
inexplicable
gives him
aura.
aura?
Mm, well, he had this long, bushy haircut that was like flouncing around. But then I think
So he was unique and he was different.
he was unique, he was different. He stood out immediately. I think when they entered, they made him play a game where there were three guys and they're all like pulling a rope from three sides and then you get to
Yeah.
grab a flag and he just like dominated it immediately, right? And then it's just like,
So
oh.
he was unique and he was also very successful. Okay.
So I just want to be a guy who gets screen time and like
A
has some kind of
standout person.
inexplicable charm, like for some reason this girl
Okay,
likes
that's
him.
you always be saying stuff like that. Do you know what I'm saying? When I ask
Hmm.
you why would somebody like you, what would your girlfriend say about you? It's always like it's just something you can't explain. It's just a charm you can't explain. Okay, wait, I have a question though.
Yeah.
Besides all that. Like one risk of being like on a like any kind of reality show is obviously like maybe getting canceled if you just say something like off the top of your head, but like having like a super embarrassing moment. Do you know what I'm saying? Like not recover like a like something you can't recover from. Like imagine you're doing that like that rope pulling game, but like Loki, you're a little weak. You just get like ooh, like you get pulled this way. All the two other guys just start running, and your body gets like a test dummy like yanked in the other direction. Like you didn't even have a chance.
Yeah.
Like, imagine how embarrassing that'll be. And you know, freaking Korean shows, they're gonna show it at all different angles and repeat it multiple times with everybody's reaction. Like, how will you recover from that?
Yeah. So I think that's why I wouldn't fit on Singles Inferno because they're all like buff and they're all in good shape.
Okay, but what if they, not Korean people specifically, but like
Yeah.
anywhere, like they made a dating show, like maybe in America, like just with like straight up normal people, but it has like all the glamour, you know, that you know reality shows have, like the villa and whatever. Like,
Yeah,
what if it was like
I would like
for
to sign up.
genuinely mediocre people, right? Like super normal, regular schmegular people, like, you know, and the Singles and Phoner, they were like, oh, I have a master's degree, I'm an astronaut, whatever. Like, what if genuinely, like, a regular schmegular person? Like a In-N-Out worker, right? Like, super mid
I mean, like, why would
looks,
I want to sign
everything.
up for that show then? If like I don't even think I would be interested in those people. Like,
See, but when you're talking about what you would do on a dating show, it's like,
yeah,
you're there to explore.
I know, but
So
like,
you would only go
I
to
still
Singles
need to like
Inferno because
win a
they're hot?
prize. You know, like if the, like you're not gonna enter a game show if there's no money prize. Like just to like show up your, like if Jeopardy didn't have a money prize, like would you go on Jeopardy? No.
I think people would still go on Jeopardy for
But it's,
prestige.
but why do they have a money prize in Jeopardy anyway then?
To get more people to sign up.
Yeah, yeah. I think these people they're not competing for the
Well,
money,
they get
but it's
well, they
part of
get
the.
paid. I'm sure Singles Inferno any screen time.
I don't know. I'm just confident that if I went on one of those shows, I would get screen time. And it
Are you
might be
confident that
because
you'd be allowed on one of those shows? Like, do your like intro.
oh, like a
What they do
casting
on the intro.
call in
Your
Korean.
name, your height, your occupation.
Oh, jeez. Well, you know what they always say in Singles Inferno? It's like, oh, I've been popular from the moment I've been born. Like, like they say dumb stuff like that. But I can try. This is me trying to audition for Singles Inferno.
Regular edition.
Hello, everyone. My name's Phillip. I'm 26. I'm 5'9". I live somewhere, somewhere, somewhere. Um, all the old ladies at my church say that I'm very cute and handsome, so I think I would be a good visual for a certain demographic on this show. I'm out here looking for true love, and I'm totally gonna find that on the show, not for the fame. Um, I'm a bubbly
But only if they're hot.
personality. What?
Only if they're hot.
My ideal type is a innocent, pure woman. I don't know.
Oh, they always say that. They always say you know. That's a pretty good audition, I guess.
Yeah.
But you'd have to send in a headshot. Do your headshot right now.
It's my face.
Interesting. They're gonna be like, why is he wearing wired earbuds in his headshot?
Because it's my mystique. It's part of my mystique. But
Mystique or your mistake?
you think that's funny? All right, Maddie, your turn. Your turn.
Because I heard mistake.
Oh, sorry, I meant mystique.
My intro?
Yeah.
But I'd probably have to lie a little bit. I'd probably just be like, yeah, I'm here to find true love, like, and explore all my options. But then I'd go there and I'd be like, so where's the free food? So it'd probably just be some lying, some half-truths.
Maddie, is it really worth it to go and get your publicity, like get your whole life blasted
I feel like
on
it
Netflix
I
just
feel
for
like it would
free
be
food?
it'd kind of be like, I feel like it'd be entertaining for me. Like like on reality shows they purposely put like a little bit of messy people or like interesting people on there. I feel like I would enjoy it. I'd be like, oh, she said what? She's going with him, even though her friend on the show is going with him too. I would really enjoy that, like real time. And then I feel like my character would come off as like relatable, you know? Like I'm having the same reactions as like the audience behind the screen. So I
Yeah.
think I would have fun. Like if another contestant started to like me, I'd be like, okay, yeah, sure, like, because I had got to get my check either way, you know.
You don't
But I
think
would
you'd
distance
ever
myself
like a
probably.
contestant?
Probably not.
Interesting.
It's hard to like know somebody so for such a short time and then decide you want to like kiss them, you know? Huh?
But it's like a visceral like connection that you feel in your body, you know. That's like kind of the point of
I
the
feel
show.
like I'm more likely to have a visceral avoidance.
I see, I see.
You know, they like do like a little flirting and be like, oh, okay. Let's keep our hands to ourselves like that. You know?
Yeah.
Maybe that would make me an even more desirable candidate because I'm so difficult to get, not on purpose, not as a tactic, but just genuinely.
Yeah. I don't think
I,
you would
I
do
feel like that
well.
would also make like for like a show. I feel like that'd be from the first season. There was one girl. She like didn't end up going with anybody, but I really liked who she was. Like she was like a girl's girl,
I
right? But
remember.
she had good chemistry with like some of the other guys, but she just ended up not. And she kind of just felt like she was there for like yeah, the experience, but also like the general community. And I'm like, okay, I'd do that. And she was really kind and silly and funny too, so that was good. Um, I probably wouldn't want to be on a dating show. I didn't even watch the Singles Inferno seasons besides the first one. And that first one I watched with my friend. So, but it was fun when I watched it. I'm not too fond of like reality shows. Like I was gonna one thing I was thinking about for our episode today is like what are the things like you like to watch on YouTube? And I was like, let's screen record our YouTube feed and like refresh it and like scroll a little bit and we'll edit it in.
I don't really want to do that.
Why?
No, thank you.
What do you watch on YouTube? I'm suspicious.
Yeah.
What kind of like genres of shows do you like? Because I know some people really like reality shows or like documentaries, right? Like, what are you drawn to?
On YouTube, I watch a lot of
Or even
league.
movies or shows.
I watch league content
Mm-hmm.
on YouTube.
That's it?
It's probably the biggest thing. And then
Oh.
I don't know. I'll watch like psychology things. Um, mm, for Netflix, I like cooking shows. I like dating shows.
Oh, yeah, you like cooking shows.
Yeah, like culinary class wars, and also I like Chef in My Fridge, which I discovered after culinary class wars, and I still needed my cooking show binge. So then I discovered Chef in My Fridge, and I also like dating shows. I like I Am Solo, which is like a dating show that's kind of real-ish. Like they're like actually normal mediocre people, like you're kind of saying,
Mm-hmm.
and I was into that for quite a while.
Can you explain why you like each of these genres?
Um, I think I prefer reality shows over like scripted shows because like I don't know, like sometimes reality is just more fun than the script, you know. I think mm, I, I don't know why I'm bringing this up, but there's this one director who talked about like when he's filming a movie, like like part of it yes is scripted and then but part of it is like on the day like there'll be some magic like you'll be filming a scene and then a flock of geese will fly through the sky and then like oh that was the take, right? And then you know I think that is real life. The magic of real life can happen even in a somewhat scripted reality TV show. That's what I feel like. Um,
True.
like
They
you,
are sometimes
you
like just
couldn't
a
write
little
it
bit
better than
scripted.
this, you know. So
What
that's why I
about
like
cooking
it.
shows? Why do you like cooking shows? To me, it sounds kind of boring.
Oh, I think because in my head, I'm a very good cook. In reality, I'm not a good cook. But I feel like when I watch the cooking shows and then I see um, how they like visualize what they're cooking and how they like kind of tell a story. Like for me, it's like, oh, this is like their art. Like this is like um, this is their craft. Like I like watching it from that lens.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then part of me wants to emulate it, and I just like storing it up in my head for the future. But I don't know.
So, do you like reality shows because it's more genuine?
I think so. I think so.
Hmm.
I think for a while I was watching the dating shows to substitute for the lack of a dating life that I had.
I mean, that makes a lot of sense.
And it kind of worked for a long time. Like, okay. And then it kind of kept me on my toes a little bit. Like you know, I wasn't in the dating
You
field,
imagined yourself in
but
similar situations in real life?
yeah, like I was watching film of dating. So like I was still like sharpening up and keeping myself
Those
fresh
skills.
a little bit, you know, like
Okay.
by observing and like seeing what gives it ick, seeing what's smooth, seeing what gets the
Yeah, I
girls.
feel like
Yeah.
if I watched a dating show, I'd feel so icky. Like, when I watch even like K dramas, like, yes, it seems nice, but it's just so unrealistic and it gives me the ick sometimes.
That's why I don't want to
The
watch a
only
K
thing,
drama romance because it just doesn't feel realistic. But yeah, sorry, go ahead.
it's so unrealistic. I feel like they should have like a disclaimer in the beginning, like, warning, men don't act like this in real life. Because I feel like so many people become delusional. It's like K dramas. I started watching, my first K drama was Boys Over Flowers, and I was like 11. And I was like, so then you become like, oh my gosh, is dating a man really like, he's so caring and like this and that? It's not true. Um, the only thing that makes me like not have an ick for some reason, like I'll get like romance anime like little clips on TikTok, and sometimes it's so cute, even though it's like I think because it is unrealistic, but it's also like visually very unrealistic because it's obviously it's anime. Then it's like, oh, it's so cute because like the realism on a visual and conceptual level are like the same. So those are cute. I don't really watch shows. The only shows I've been watching House MD through YouTube
You still
through
watch
YouTube
House? You've been
videos.
watching that since like last year, and not just like
I stopped. I
okay.
stopped, but then like they just started appearing on my YouTube again, so I'm just watching like videos that I've already seen of the episodes
Mm-hmm.
before. Um yeah. I my YouTube or like if I'm watching any shows, like the only shows that really get me are like are crime or like mystery.
Mm.
Those are the only ones I really like. Like I like House MD because they're always like trying to solve something. I like Law and Order, Criminal Minds, The Mentalist. Oh my gosh, my fave. Remember? Like yeah, police shows, detective. Um,
You like legal
there's something
shows?
else. Yeah, I watch Suits for. I just like when they're like there's like a mystery and there's like a problem they need to solve, and then they have to be smart to figure it out. So I
How
did watch
about
Suits,
paternity court shows?
like the real ones.
Like yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like you know when they're
Like
like
You Are Not the
yeah,
Father.
you're not the father.
But that's not like a mystery. Like I want it to be like a crime or like something like unexplicable and they have to solve it. It's like a puzzle, right? I think I've always liked like those kinds of shows. Although, like, Criminal Minds, I would have to watch it during, like, when there's light out because I would get nightmares if I watched it at night. Like, one thing I've been watching a lot these days are, like, Insider or Wired. They'll have, like, psychologists review, like, serial killers in famous movies or shows. Let me look at my history. I recently watched, while I was in the shower, how the dark web actually works. But it was just a guy who was like doing like online scams and like fraud and stuff. But it was really interesting. I watched another one earlier today where there's this guy who's like clinically diagnosed to be like have narcissistic personality disorder. And he was like talking about it in his experiences, and it was really interesting. I watched a interesting one yesterday. Oh, I also watch, along with like real, I feel like I subject myself to like scary things, like as like to face like my paranoia, or like it's not coping, but it's like it feels like exposure therapy. Like, okay, for example, when I was a very young girl, I really liked Dora the Explorer, but I was like, according to my parents, I was very afraid of Swiper, okay? But my parents told me, like, I would only get, like, Swiper merch. So, like, I had to have, like, my Swiper doll with me. And they're like, I didn't understand because you're so afraid. But then to me, it's like I was, like, keeping it with me to, like, I don't know. How would you describe that? Like, to keep it, like, real and true to me because I was so afraid. Does that make sense?
No, not at all.
Like, when I'm watching, like, Criminal Minds, like, yes, it is so scary because, like, when I go out and maybe it's dark, I think I said this last week, like, I'm so afraid I'm gonna get kidnapped. Or, like, I'm not afraid, actually. I'm just, like, paranoid that, like, that it could definitely happen to me. Or, like, I'll get into a car accident or whatever, right? But I love watching these, like, crime shows or, like, these, like, serial killers, like, going out and, like, kidnapping girls in their home and, like, chopping up their body. Like, oh, I was also watching Dexter. That's what I was thinking of. I don't know why. I just love to. The other thing I like to watch that's scary are like scary video games, like horror games. Like it freaks me out so bad. Like I cannot even play those. But watching someone play it and when they're like talking and playing through it, like I feel like comforted. Like even though I'm so scared, like I subject myself to it because it's like interesting. It gives me like real feelings, you know? Whereas like if I watch a K drama, I guess it's cute, but it's also like I'm a little too grounded. But when it's like a crime show or like a horror game, I'm like so invested and afraid that it like gives me like a real like sensation, you know? It evokes feelings of fear. I don't know, does that make sense? Is that I feel like the
It sounds like you need to tap into the dark side more than you need to tap into the bright side to
what do you mean bright
get
side?
some like motion
Oh,
in the
like
day
be
to day.
evil?
Yeah.
Maybe, do you think, like, what if maybe, like, I'm watching all these things about, like, people who are so terrible because I want to feel better about myself? What if that's what it is?
I do that all the time. All the
You know, like,
time.
oh, I'm not a criminal, or...
Yeah. I think that's why people love scandals, right? They like,
That's true.
I heard Cha Eun-woo got busted for tax evasion, right? And for me, I'm just
My
like,
friends kept sending me that.
I'm like, come on, like he's not known for being for submitting his taxes. He's known for being a very good-looking guy, you
imagine,
know.
imagine you're a celebrity who's known for paying their taxes. How would you even know that?
I
It's
don't know. Like
funny.
for me, like I totally forgive Cha Eun-woo. Like I don't even care. Like like
What do you mean you forgave him? You're not the Korean IRS.
I know, but like I don't condemn him for not paying his
Oh.
taxes, but I think a lot of people do condemn him, right? And it's because they want to see their heroes fall. You know.
Or is it they want to see like heroes that are like people who other people consider their heroes to fall, you know?
Yes, yes,
Oh, he's not as great as everyone thinks he is, you
yes,
know? Something
yes.
like that. You want to find a fault in a perfect person because you're envious or something like that.
It could be something
Personally,
like that. How do you feel about
It's wrong.
him?
My friend asked me, and I was like, I don't really care that much because of all the things like idols have been, you know, I'm not excusing his behavior. Like, he should pay his taxes, especially with all that dang money he definitely got. Um, but like, he'll bounce back if he loses his, like, if he it sounds so bad, but if he loses his, his endorsements or whatever, like, he's still got his face. People are still gonna like hire him. He's still known as the most beautiful man in the world, at least to me. Um, I'm sure he'll. I think he's a very kind person, so I don't really know what's going on. So I was a little shocked because I've known him as a very upstanding, kind man. Um, so tax evasion, I guess, everyone's a sinner.
Yeah.
It's fine. It'll blow over. So I just like I don't really care that much.
I think that's a
I
beautiful
don't know him
thing, Maddie.
personally.
I think what you're showing right now is loyalty. Like you're just demonstrating very like unconditional
I'm
love.
not loyal to him
Yeah.
though. Like I feel like it's just the reality. Like he's beautiful. Like he's so handsome. Okay, I know this is so mean. He's not that like extraordinarily talented. He's pretty mid at acting and he's pretty mid at dancing too. Like I've been known that, okay? He still like is freaking rich. He still gets all these things. What's a little tax evasion gonna do to him? Let's be real. Okay, like it'll blow over. He'll pay if he wants to fully be guilty, okay, sure, maybe he'll do jail time. Maybe he'll pay a giant fine. Maybe his view goes down. But I feel like like people are like what you're saying, like super loyal. Like, oh, he's just so handsome, he can do no wrong. So I feel like the reality is like that's true. That's what people think of him. Of course, there's gonna be like netizens being like, "Oh, Chow Nu, like go to freaking prison, like go to hell, whatever." They're just the jealous ones. And if anything, like I know if I were him and like knowing what I've seen of him through watching videos and just like this parasocial relationship I've had with him for a long time, like I think he gets like tired of, and this is why I have like empathy for him and why I have a little bit of like I have a soft spot for him. Like people always treat him like be well because he's handsome, but for someone like him, like I'm sure he wants to be known for like things other than that, right? Like how do I really know if people love me, if people really care about me? Which is why I think I really loved Astro, like the group he's in, because they like all really cared for him and loved him, like and made fun of him, like in spite of his looks, right? Because like whatever the managers, like TV show people, like they'll always treat him well because he's so handsome, he's so handsome. But I know his members treated him very well, right? Which is why it was such a tragedy that Moonbin passed away. And what's crazy too, Phillip? Moonbin's birthday is on January 28th, and Chow Nu had to put out that statement the day after Moonbin's birthday. His like life brother. I'm like, oh my gosh, I saw like the date that he like did the black square and he wrote this whole like thing in the caption, like, oh, I'll do better, blah blah blah. Oh my gosh, it was the day after his dead friend's birthday. Ugh. What tragedy. So that's why I feel like I kind of feel for him. How do you really know somebody loves you or cares about you just because you don't, like, what if they just love you because you offered them something, right? How do you know someone truly cares for you? So I think that's probably, like, I just imagine he's probably struggled that with all his life, which is a great problem to have comparatively, to anybody else, right?
So are
But
you
still,
saying it's better to be ugly than to be handsome?
I think some people would honestly argue that. I feel like I've read some stuff, right? It's like, if obviously, like, because I'm not Chow Nu level good looks, I know people care about me because they just love me, like, allegedly unconditionally. Um,
What if I
but
only
if I was
loved
like,
you for your looks?
I'd be flattered. But okay, for you, I feel you talked about this before. Like I'm just like a flotation device. Like how do I even know that you care about me? You know? How do I even know that you love me?
It's a good question.
Um it's an interesting question, and I feel like it's a question that can never be answered. Like even if I tell you I care about you, I care about you, I could just straight up be lying, right? So
You could be.
yeah, I mean, I know it's probably like if I imagine in Chowny's position, like whoever you are, whether you're like the most popular person on earth, like if you're not like known like personally and closely, like you just feel super like alone all the time, even if you're super popular. So I can imagine like it's probably at some point it was probably a point of like frustration for him. Um so that's what I'm saying, like maybe now that he's come out as like a criminal low key, people will lower their view of him so he can
Mm.
be seen like on a level. Oh, now let's see who really cares about me. Let's see
Mm-hmm.
who really stands by me now that I'm a freaking tax evader.
Yeah, maybe he
You
should
know?
keep evading more taxes and
Yeah.
really find out who his core, like who really cares about him,
Who really cares?
Yeah.
True.
Yeah. Do you remember the good-looking chef in Culinary Class Wars season 1? Did you watch it?
Philip, I've told you before I don't watch shows,
Oh.
especially reality shows. If
But
you ask me
there's
about Dr. House, yes, I remember what he looks like.
okay, Dr. House. Dr. House, Dr. House, Dr. House. Dr. House is a man that I don't think he ever found true love in the end. He only
I didn't
had
watch it to the end. I
Oh,
just, I
really?
think I stopped watching it. Yeah.
Can I spoil it?
I can never watch it. I'm pretty sure I've definitely probably read the Wikipedia. Like, one of the reasons why I stopped watching Dexter was because I wanted to know what happened, and then I found out someone died that I really liked, and I was like, I can't watch it anymore. I have to, if something scary is happening, I have to read the Wikipedia because I'm so afraid. You can spoil it.
So, from what I remember, Wilson was
Spoiler
gonna
alert.
yeah, Wilson was gonna die from cancer, right?
Yeah.
And then for some reason, House fakes his death. I don't know why he had to go that far, but then he fakes his death, and then he and Wilson go motorcycling off into the night.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
I remember that.
and so all that time, House is trying to find his true love. He was trying to go after Cuddy. He was trying to go after his little assistant doctors, Cameron, whatever.
Oh, you remember so much.
But in the end, all that mattered was that brotherly love between him and Wilson. Oh, and even Wilson has so many tragic romantic encounters too.
Oh my gosh, okay, you
Mm,
know what? I was like, one of the episodes I was watching recently was when he lost Amber.
that was
Oh
crazy.
my
Yeah.
gosh. So sad. Like, genuinely, like, I was bawling. I was watching that clip. Like, it was like a episode where it was like, saddest patience on House. And I
To-
was like, click.
I think that episode is part of the reason I almost never take like um
Public transportation?
no, not public transportation. I never take like Advil or Tylenol or like
When you're
aspirin.
on a car ride?
No, I just don't
Because
take
your
it in general
kidney
because
failure.
like you just never know what's gonna happen. Isn't that part of the reason why she died?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a doctor, but allegedly, when she got on the bus,
Yeah.
she took um cough cold pills or
Okay.
something, just like a general like pill, and then something happened where like obviously she got hit, and then it couldn't fully be like digested or whatever, so then it started like going into the kidney. She got like liver or kidney failure and stuff, so it was just, and they couldn't explain why she was having certain symptoms because they didn't know she took those
Wow, that
pills.
was a good maybe I should watch the YouTube clip of that after this is done. I kind of want to watch it again.
But can we go back to House
Yeah.
and Wilson? I feel like both Cuddy and Wilson, they did genuinely like care about House, right? But I think House did Wilson more dirty more often than he did to Cuddy. Like to Cuddy, he was just like defying orders, but on like a personal level, like he like wronged Wilson so many times, and yet like Wilson was still like a patient and forgiving person. And because House saw that, like he was able to be vulnerable with Wilson. So they had this like a very special bond. Even though I didn't watch to the end, like someone who goes through conflict with you, I feel like that's what makes you stronger, right? Or like even like experiences you in lows. I think that's why I appreciate so many of my friends who have like seen me through a lot of like my bad moments, have seen me through like conflicts, and yet like are still my friends to this day. Like that's such a special thing to me. So I feel like, you know, people like to say House and Wilson are boyfriends. I feel like people just like don't see like how important like friendship love is, you know? I feel it's such a strong thing, and people just automatically go to its romantic relationship.
That's a good point. It's a good point. And I think because House and Cuddy did care about each other, I think kind of like to the same level as Wilson and House. But then the
Mm-hmm.
romantic nature of it ruined everything, I think,
Yes,
for
it
House
was
and
like a
Cuddy.
little bit of like
Yeah.
a different color
Yeah.
on like their relationship, right? And it's like
Mm-hmm.
that weird on and off like tension, like it just like makes or break. And do you like I think maybe that's why it's like difficult for like a lot of like women and men to be like really close friends, right? Because there's always like that potential, unless boundaries are very specifically set, right? But with Cuddy and House, like she had some affection for him. He also had affection for her. So then it's like it like the little cracks turn into like big cracks, and then suddenly the relationship looks different, even if they like really did just care about each other as friends.
Wow, you're a subscriber to it's difficult for men and women to be friends without boundaries. Interesting, interesting.
I am a subscriber. Like,
Despite all the male friends that you have.
well, I think I'm not gonna say it's
It's
different.
different
Okay.
for me. I'm an exception.
I think I feel like I kind of am. Not to like be like I'm unique and whatever, but it's like very possible. It's like I will say I'm not going to say it's impossible for men and women to be friends, but I think like if there are certain cracks in a person's like personal life, like in either the woman or the man's personal life, like even if like one of them starts feeling like, a little bit lonely, you know, then you know, you see the other person in a different light. I feel like for me, I think my relationships with all my friends, they're all online. Nobody lives near me. The second point, mostly all my male friends have girlfriends. Third point, they've all, like, I've known all of them since I was, like, a young, like, college student. And, like, I felt like they were, like, just, like, my older brothers throughout it all. Like, I felt like, remember I was telling you that, like, that's, like, there was, like, a character arc of me feeling like very taken care of through college. And so that was like the foundation of all my friendships. And then also like for me right now, personally in my current stage of life, right? Like I feel very secure and like comfortable. I know who loves me. My like heart is very full. I'm not like in the moments where like I was on Hinge or like I was like, you know, doing all that stuff. It was because I felt so lonely, okay? But now I don't. I have my mom, I have my cat, I have all my friends, I have my PC, I have YouTube Premium. What else could I need, you know? So I think it's just a combination of all those things. So, you know what? I am an exception.
You know what? I can agree to that, Maddie. I think you have very whatever the opposite of pick me energy is. I think you have that energy.
Really?
Yeah.
What's the opposite of a pick me person? Like, okay, define a pick me person.
I don't actually know what a
What do
pick me
you.
person is, but I can just like
Okay, are you just
I
saying
just
things?
imagine pick me, pick me,
You're
pick me. That's what I imagine a pick me person is. Someone who wants to be
okay,
picked, you know.
a pick me, especially a girl, but this also applies to men too, is someone who is always like this is something a pick me girl would say in front of like men. Oh, like yeah, girls are just so much drama. Like boys are like like so much little drama. That's why I only have guy friends, right? Like,
Mm.
oh, pick me, like I'm one of the boys. I'm one of the boys.
Oh, is that what
right?
it means? Interesting.
Yeah, or it's kind of like it could be like this. Oh, like I'm so small. Like one gust of wind will like blow me away. like, I'm so small. Like I have to wear like kid size 10 clothes. like, and that's being like, oh, like oh poor me. Like I need to be taken care of. Like right.
Wait, I kind of do that. I'm like,
But you
poor
do
me,
it.
somebody.
But you do it as a joke. I think on a guy's side, like an example would be like, oh, like, I think a pick me is like the equivalent of like a guy who's like a good guy. Oh, like I'm like girls only like bad guys. Like, but I'm such a good guy. I don't know why girls don't like to like don't have crushes on me or like ask me out. Like, right? It's like pick me. I'm a good person.
Do you think?
So in that sense, I don't think I'm opposite in the way where I'm not like actively trying to get that kind of attention because I have, like I said, I have all that I need, but it's like far from me, but maybe not complete opposite. Did you know that that's what pick me is?
I kind of had a vague idea. I think I've looked it up
Mm-hmm.
before, but I just forget because it doesn't. It's not like a natural. It doesn't come naturally, you know. Like it's a
Yeah,
bit
that's
of
why
a
it was hard for me to
yeah,
explain a little bit because I just
mhm,
kind of know, right?
yeah. But you definitely
Oh, I have another
don't want to get
example.
picked, Maddie. I think whenever I try to
Oh,
show you,
that's what you mean.
yeah.
That's funny. No, I definitely like do in some sense like want to be picked. Like I want attention. Like I feel like I love attention.
Wait,
But
Maddie, I
not
have a
in a way
question.
where like I'm desperate for people to see me in a certain light. Like I feel like I like being very honest to myself. But yes, continue.
If you're going on dates, like let's say a Hinge date, like, and you're like kind of like feeling things somewhat, all right? Like, at what point would you like be okay with him trying to hold your hand?
Uh, guess.
Um, I feel like you would be
I
like
have enough.
very no, 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 unless you like actually wanted to date him, maybe. But I would guess date number 6.
But like how many months? I was thinking about like how much time into like seeing this
Oh,
person.
I don't know, like 2.5 months.
I was thinking 6 months. But here's the thing, like you have to like have a disclaimer of my mental state right now. Like I think I'm the kind of person where I like to be the one who likes the other person more. Like I would rather them like me less. Like I have to like really really like them. And then in that sense, whenever is fine.
I see, I see. I feel like, I feel like, I don't know. There's like content out there on YouTube for like men's dating. They're like, you should try to kiss her on the first date at the end of the first date, and then we're like, oh my god, like, really?
Like dude, imagine of like what the 10,000 people who watched that. Some guy's like, ooh, like write that down, write that down. And then this like unassuming girl like is like, oh, maybe I'll go on a date with this guy. She doesn't know what's coming for her. You watch that YouTube video. Like those like alpha male like videos, alpha male or sigma male like videos. Have you seen those? Like was it Danny Gonzalez? He's like a comedy like commentary YouTuber. I swear he like watched some of like these like videos and like he parodied it. I was like just making fun of it. Um but there's so many people who like genuinely listen to those things.
Okay,
And a woman who's yeah.
what about like the leg touching under the table?
Ew!
Would you
Oh,
entertain that on the
don't.
first date?
Huh? No, I'd be like, what are you doing? Like, don't touch
Well,
me. I'm gonna go wash my hands
he's
now.
not touching it with your hands. His hands. He's touching it with
Like
his leg.
footsies.
Yeah, it's just knee on knee
Ew!
contact.
I would sit like this. I would try to eat like that.
No,
I
I
like
feel like knee
the
on knee
auda-
contact is good, like nonverbal communication to express interest.
But like to me it's like the audacity to think like it would actually have to be like get like hitting off really well. Then sure that's fine. But like that's kind of is the adjective for audacity audacious?
Yes.
Like you gotta be a little audacious to do something like that on the first date. Like especially like you have to be able like if my walls are up, right? And but then they still like don't get the hint and then they do things like that. I'm like, I don't want to be with someone who's like and doesn't have nunchi like that or like the sense to like read the vibes. So it really like just depends. It really just depends.
Could you?
Okay, if a girl did that to you, but you weren't like she has a good personality
Yeah.
and like but she's like not super gorgeous, but she's also 1 inch below your standard.
If she was kneeing
Yeah.
my knee, like I wouldn't withdraw my knee. Like it's just more data for me. You know, like oh, like how does this feel? Like do I enjoy her knee being on my knee? Like do I want to dig into it back? Like I don't know, like these are all like valuable, like just like the questions you ask someone and the answers they give you are information that you use to like make your decision on whether you want to
But
like
would you
keep things going.
recoil or would you like reciprocate?
I wouldn't recoil unless I was actually like disgusted, you know. But if it's like, oh, like yeah, she's not bad, like okay, like I could play along just to see how I feel.
But don't you feel like it's a little dishonest? Like
Uh,
imagine like kind of like allowing it and then in her head she's like, "Oh, like he's not like pulling away. He must like me." And then you're at the end you're like, yeah, I didn't really like that. Sorry, like and you have to think about the other person's feelings.
I agree, but I think there's like some wiggle room that you're allowed to like play, right? Like because
That's fair. That's fair.
yeah, because you can't know your feelings immediately on the spot, right? So you gotta allow for
I
some give and take and like some pushing of
Can I be
little
on
boundaries. Yeah,
Can I disagree?
yeah, sure.
I feel like on the first date, you instantly know whether it's a yes or a no. Not like I'm gonna get married to this person, but like on the first date, you know, oh yeah, like like at some point, like the first impression of somebody is like the very first layer of the onion. If you don't even like that first layer, like what's the point of even going on?
I disagree. I disagree, because I think you
Maybe
just
it's different for guys and girls. For guys, maybe for like if I met a girl, like I'd be like, oh yeah, she's just really nice. She's really nice, but I don't know what she's truly like, so I have to find out. But for men, it's kind of like okay, I see who you are. I see right through you.
I don't know what you're saying.
Like I feel like I can just tell. Also, maybe it's just because I'm picky. But I don't know. Continue. Why do you disagree?
I think even like the most, I don't know, like even if I landed a date with someone that was super hot, right? Like I think even after the date you could be like, huh, like I didn't really like feel a spark, right? Like that's like a real
Really,
thing that can happen.
I would know in the moment. But maybe it's like I just like don't meet a lot. I just haven't met a lot of standout people.
Yeah. I guess the problem is I am the standout person, so there's always something going on.
You know what you remind me of right now?
What?
The guy in the narcissistic personality disorder video.
Yeah, I was gonna say I self-test as a narcissist. You know those like
Can I
you know those
can
like
I pause
20
really quick?
question. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Tell me about the 20 questions.
Like there's like 20 question quizzes on, I don't know, like random psychology websites like Psych Central or whatever. And
Mm-hmm.
I took it and then it told me you are a total narcissist. I was like, okay.
There's, I think when he was talking in the video, there was like some categories. Like there's like a long like it's called like DSM-5 or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's like five. I think like sometimes like I think like, oh, am I a narcissist? Because but I don't think so because I am very invested in other people's feelings. Like the way he was describing it is that, you know, he'll do anything to be like the center of attention or like to for his own goal to be in the spotlight. You know, he always thinks that he's better than other people, and when it seems like other people look down on him, then he gets angry, right? I don't think that's you personally. I think maybe you have like a couple of the traits, like the part. Remember when you told me you're like people like long when you were like having a bad time, like people were just like your flotation devices to like get you back to the surface. I think about that all the time, right? It's like and like it's like that's like people are your tools, right, to get to where you want to be, and it's not necessarily like can you read other people's like emotions. He had an example where he was like, it's not that, you know, when something bad happens to you, I can't recognize it. Like if, you know, your grandparent passes away, like I can recognize that and I can be like, oh yeah, like I know that's a sad thing, that's like a terrible thing to happen for you, but I can't be like super like empathetic. Like I can't feel sad that you feel sad or something like that.
Yeah. I was reading a Reddit post about someone who self-described himself as a narcissist, and he was like I do love my children. Like I would die for my children. And I was like, interesting. But I think what's happening there is I think he views his children as an extension of himself, you know.
Of himself.
So I was like, oh, maybe that's why. Like that's like the.
That's why you don't want your kid to be freaking short.
Where did that come from?
You're talking about your kids and how you don't want them to be short.
I'm like, now that I'm on TikTok and like I keep on seeing all this interesting stuff. Apparently in Korea, they have growth clinics where they just like feed their kids growth hormones. So maybe that's what I'll do. I'll send
Wait,
them.
my dad was like telling me like the reason why him and like his brother and my gomo are so tall is because like they never regulated growth hormones and they would be eating like McDonald's all the time and that's why they're freaking tall.
Interesting. This milk is from cows
Is that
treated
true?
with RBGH.
What's RBGH?
It's some growth hormone that they give to cows,
Oh.
but I think they like banned it. But there's always a disclaimer on the milk. Did you not read your milk cartons growing up?
You know, I wasn't allowed to drink like whole milk or like anything. So whenever we would go to like church and there was like breakfast in the morning with like cereal and milk, I would have like 3 bowls of cereal because I love milk so much. My mom would just make us drink almond milk and I like hated it so bad.
Wait, my mom also had the same thing. She would change her mind. Like one day she would feed me milk, and then she would see the doctor on YouTube say no, 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 and so she would feed us almond milk or soy milk, and then the doctor said soy milk is like estrogen, and then so she started feeding me raw milk. Do you know what raw milk is?
Ew! I don't think you're supposed to drink that,
It's
are
like
you?
milk that's not been pasteurized, right? But then for some reason she started feeding me that, and then it's just a big old cycle of what's good, what's not good, according to the YouTube doctor. Um,
I don't think I wasn't allowed to drink normal milk like my whole life. So it was always almond milk. I'm like, girl, like, why am I drinking freaking almond milk? The other thing, I know we're rounding at the hour, but one other thing is kind of not related. But like, I used to hate rotisserie chicken. Did I tell you about this?
no.
Like when my mom would buy rotisserie chicken from like Sam's Club, I'd be like, oh, like I hate my life. Because that would be like our dinner, right? Because it's just like
Yeah.
so dry, like chicken, right? I went to college and me and my roommates got a rotisserie chicken. And I was like, okay, I guess it makes sense. Like, it's easy. Like, I saw like someone eat Hawaiian bread with it. I'm like, okay, that's fine because I like Hawaiian bread. Oh, I ate the skin on the rotisserie chicken. It was so good. And I was like, what the heck? Why did my mom never give it? Like, why do I always remember rotisserie chicken being freaking dry as freak? It was like eating like pieces of sandpaper. And I'm eating this like moist like chicken with the skin on top. And then I thought about it. I was like, where did that skin go? When I was younger? Where did that skin go? You know what probably happened? She probably ate it up for herself. She was like, this is so delicious. It's bad for my children, so I have to eat it. And I was just eating this freaking dry, not moist chicken. And she deprived me of that my whole life.
I feel like I've never voluntarily eaten rotisserie chicken. I think thankfully my mom never bought that stuff. And I've never bought it myself.
Like, it's good. It's genuinely good. Like, my male friends in college, they would just buy a straight up one whole rotisserie, like they would always do this. They would go buy a rotisserie chicken and just play, like they would put it on the table, play like a card game, and every so often just rip it with their hands or like a fork and just eat the rotisserie. Like one time it was like somebody's birthday and I was just like, I don't know, I just bought him a rotisserie chicken and he was like, oh thanks. And then so I just got used to eating like rotisserie chicken because it'd just be there. I'd eat all the skin. So delicious.
You're just like your mom. You probably gave him the chicken without the skin. Like, happy birthday.
Yeah. He's like, why does it look kind of picked off? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It just came like this. I had to get a discount. That's messed up. Anyways, that's my chicken story. I just never knew how good it was.
Okay. Bok, 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 bok.
Let's do a thumbnail pose for our thumbnail at the end.
What did we even talk about this episode? We talked about dating shows. We talked about...
Yeah, let's recap. Dating shows. Shows that we like to watch. That's like the segue that we did.
House MD.
House MD. House and Cuddy. And then female and male relationships.
Mm-hmm. Rotisserie chicken.
Narcissistic personality disorder. And then rotisserie chicken.
Interesting.
I think, you know, every time we like end an episode, I like try to think back on what we talked about. I'm like, will this be interesting for our friends to listen to? I feel like it was pretty interesting, the middle part. And then when we got to the end about like talking about house and what is it, NPD and rotisserie chicken, I think it's kind of trailing off, so we should probably just end it soon.
Dude, who the heck is even watching our podcast at this point? Like,
I don't know. There's always at least like 30, right? 30
5
30
people
views.
liked this one, our most recent one, and it not even including me, so it's pretty impressive. Did you like it?
Did our most the most recent one?
Anything, you know?
No, I didn't. I'll like it right now.
No, so 5 people that are not us liked our video. Like, that's pretty impressive.
Also,
don't you think?
this most recent one got 52 views, and then the one where we're sane only got 40. So no one wants to see us be normal.
Yeah. We need
messed up.
clickbait titles and arguing and stuff like that.
Yeah, like our red flags. Also,
Yeah.
did you like my thumbnail for the last one? How I wrote our
Yeah, I
name
saw that. That was creative.
I did it with my left hand, so it looked kind of funny. But like, imagine sitting in a room and 30 people at least 30 people are listening to us talk. Like, that's kind of a lot.
Yeah. But, I mean, out of those 30, probably like 23 left, like 5 minutes in. But it's okay.
Yeah,
It's
I
okay.
agree. I
Yeah.
think that's... Anyways, yeah, our red flag. You had a different title for that. Your tree moment or something.
I don't know. I don't remember.
And then I changed it because it wasn't representative of the whole episode. I think
Alright.
it was good that I changed it because it's kind of clickbaity.
Yeah, we totally got so many views.
Yeah, 52.
Good clickbait.
Okay.
Second to last views. It's our second
Really?
lowest view video, yeah.
Oh, the mom one, but that one was funny because that one was. I feel like it was really funny when my mom rated me. Guys, come on. Like you're really arguing for real. That's funny. Okay, let's close it out.
Alright. I don't hate you.
I hate your opinion.